Good morning, guys. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your support. This is the daily forecast for Friday the 5th of March. This is a timeless video though, so it's available to you whenever you see it. So if you're watching it on a date that's not the 5th, that's okay. It might still have valid information in it for you. In the drop-down menu on the YouTube video is all of the video description. There are certain caveats, rules, purposes of these readings that you should be made aware of. Please, I highly suggest you read that information in there. Great ways to support the channel. If you enjoy my readings, you can always choose to support my channel in those ways. Some easy ways of support is just subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live and when new readings go up. Also, hitting that thumbs up bell really helps and lets YouTube know that you're enjoying my content, and sharing the video with your friends or on your social media accounts also helps get the word out. So if you could please do that, that would be a great help. So let's get into this video and see what's going on here, what the cards want us to know today. Yesterday's energy was very grounded and balanced. It should have been a beautiful yesterday. Let's see what today has to bring and what we need to know. Whoops, I don't like that. The whole deck just slipped out of my hands. That was not a cut. Let me shuffle one more time. Sorry. There we go. And we get, the Two of Cups. I love this card, actually. So, Two of Cups is the element of water, right? It is a very romantic card. It can sometimes be, next to the Lovers, probably one of the most romantic cards. What I like about this is I feel like the two sides of us. I feel like because this is represented by these twin girls, it sort of feels like maybe two different aspects of us and our personality, maybe. Embracing both sides of who we are or how we think. For some of us, this might be about embracing another person outside of ourselves, seeing them as they truly are, accepting them as they truly are, finding emotional appreciation for them and love for them. Finding sort of acceptance for them in some way, shape, or form, or for ourselves for that matter, bringing those aspects of ourselves together in power. The way that those two flowers intertwine in that sort of twist there, to me, feels very strong, and it almost enables our growth, our beauty, our strength, our appreciation of self, if that makes sense. Twos are always about that deepening of the relationship, right? Another person or within ourselves emotionally. And so I think today is a day to maybe we might feel a little bit emotional, we might feel a little bit nostalgic or loving towards ourselves or others, but embrace that and allow that to be your guide today. Try and find the things that you appreciate in people versus the things that sort of deter you or annoy you. Try to find the areas within yourself, good and bad, and how they serve you, right? Things that you might normally see as fear-driven behavior, let's say, as an example, is still ultimately something that we do in an effort to kind of keep ourselves safe. It's not always maybe in our best interest, but it is meant from this place of security or trying to ensure safety. I'm not saying we want to act out in fear, but we can find some sort of maybe humor around it or acceptance of it. And even though it might be something we see as a fault, today with this Two of Cups, it's a day where we get to embrace all of those aspects of ourselves and acknowledge, both the light and the dark within ourselves, and accept it as a fully fledged, whole, emotionally human person. Does that make sense? I hope that does make sense to you guys. Remember, with that stone this week is called knowledge. So we're seeking that self-knowledge at a deeper level. And this Two of Cups could certainly signify that at an emotional level. And wow, we saw this card yesterday. Tiny Triumphs, number 21. This is the numerological value is 3, right? So I'm going to reread this story because I can't quite remember it, but I'm going to reread it. 3 always brings me to the mind, body, spirit. When I have the 2 of Cups here, to me, it's sort of this idea of, bonding with ourselves or understanding and appreciating ourselves at a more deeper level. The mouse in that sort of costume, the clown, when we looked at it this morning in this morning's video, it sort of made me think of fear. I woke up in quite a bit of anxiety, so the way that I was seeing the mouse this morning was different than the way I was seeing it when I taped this video the day before. I could see the fear in the mouse. I could see the sort of clownish, the sort of clown costume being a little bit funny. Even though tiny triumphs are about successes and being grateful for those things, the 2 of Cups brings in that love and that appreciation at a real emotional, heartfelt level that should allow us to truly appreciate those tiny triumphs. Now, it being card 21 in a number 3 would be about collaboration, acceptance of aspects of self or those around us, and triumphing over, like, say, adversity or working our way through scenarios and situations. So tiny triumphs is attitude, belief, power of perseverance. A big mouse dressed as a circus trainer is holding a small eagle. The situation is inverted. The predator is small and the prey is big. This card urges us to believe in ourselves. Don't ever think you're too small or too outmatched in a situation. Inner size is what matters. Think back to a time when you felt good about an achievement. Don't give up now. With patience and hard work, you will triumph in the end. And I think that triumph for us comes from this idea of, yesterday we also had a very powerful Queen of Pentacles card coupled with this. There is this aspect of appreciation and sort of grounding, acceptance of oneself in all aspects of self that we should be doing right now so that we can perceive ourselves as we actually are, or maybe larger and stronger to the situations that we may be facing and dealing with, if that makes sense. And that could be some of the knowledge that we're seeking, or that awareness that we're seeking, is that we are able to handle the things that maybe spook us, scare us, intimidate us, or cause us anxiety or fear. For me, certainly, like I said, I've been feeling a little bit of anxiety and fear just around stuff. There's just things going on right now that I don't need to get into, but for me, this Tiny Triumphs is trying to remind me, in particular, that I have everything I need within myself. I just need to deep dive into that emotional love, that self-care, that compassion towards myself and for those around me through this 2 of Cups, and allow that to be my guide, to be my strength, allow my vulnerability even to be my strength, in the sense that I can truly face anything, and that even if I may feel fearful like the mouse, I still am in the position of the trainer. Does that make sense? All right, so let's go to the grounding stone. I love it. So the grounding stone is on malachite, which takes me to the heart chakra, which would definitely be 2 of Cups energy. The word is touch. When I think about touch, I think about like touching base with our heart, touching base with who we truly are, how we truly feel, honoring that and allowing that to be our truth today. As we allow that to be our truth, that also allows us to triumph over the things that we might find as being insurmountable, challenging, or scary. When we touch into who we truly are, when we really access that and own it from that heart space, that also helps us to gather that knowledge that's underneath this, right? There's some knowledge in this heart chakra, in this 2 of Cups love, in this ability. We see Tiny Triumphs twice today, in 2 days in a row. It's trying to remind us we are bigger than our circumstances. As far as like our heart, our spirit, our drive, our will to succeed, those things are bigger than the things that may be standing in our way or giving us trouble, or do you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like this touchstone is reminding us to ground into the purity of that. Ground into the purity of the emotional connection we have with ourselves, and allow that to be our guide through whatever we face today. And ideally, we will turn out fine. Everything should be well, and we'll have a better appreciation and a sense or awareness of ourself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So that is your forecast for the day. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I go live. Share the video out with all of your friends. If you want a private reading, you can contact me at the Facebook business page. And please cross-platform, like Facebook if you're on YouTube, and subscribe at YouTube if you're watching on Facebook. All right, thank you guys. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.